Thank you everybody for tuning in to the Low Nation Film Session. As we take a deeper look at Dakota Dak Prescott, I must say this. He's one of those guys that I know a lot of people have their strong reservations on. But I want to show you guys this game in particular. I think that this was the latter part, and one person told me that actually Kellen Moore called this game. But we want to look at it from this perspective. Can Dak Prescott make the throws? Do he have the ability to see down the field? Can he make the quick reads? Can he understand what the defense is trying to take away or what the defense is trying to disguise? Things of that ilk, right? So what we want to look at here is his progressions and how he throw the ball as well. Now on this play, of course, we're going to look at some of these plays here. Let's look at this one right here. Of course, we already see that we got a lot of guys in the box. Everybody flexed out to this side. He was able to pass the ball to the tight end, Schultz. Watch how Schultz looks like he's going for the block. It looks like it's going to be a heavy run, and watch how the defense flies out to the runner, and he's just able to open his hips and squeeze out. All these guys, they trying to crash. They trying to stop the run, and watch Dakota Prescott open his hips, and he's able to get the ball to the target. I like seeing that out of Dakota or Dak Prescott. We like to see that when he throws the ball or what have you. And quick reads, those are things that we want to see, especially going into his fourth season. We want to see him being able to get the ball out quickly. Yes, this was a dump off pass, but I like the fact that he saw what the defense was trying to take away, and he saw the coverages on the defense. He was able to go back to his three-step drop and fire that ball out to his underneath guy. Ezekiel Elliott didn't play in this game, so he had to utilize other ways and other weapons to get the ball out quickly. This is a rollout play, and it was able to throw it out to the edge there. And just watch how he's able to catch that guy that's in the opening spot right here. Rollout. At this point, back towards the defense. He's not aware of anything here. Of course, he can't pass the ball in that alleyway because he got to go through his progression here. And just subtly find the open spot, missile the ball out to the edge there. That's what we want. Now, of course, Cole Beasley is no longer here, so that will be your Randall Cobb guy or Tavon Austin. Look at the motions on here. When you motion like that, it tells a lot of things. It tells what type of coverage the defense is in. And by motioning, it lets you know that whether or not it's man-to-man, zone, or even if it's a zone man, the tendencies of the linebackers. So those are things that you want to look at when you do a motion, right? Everything was pretty much manned up. And when you man-to-man with those short, small guys that can create space on their own, that short area quickness, you get openings like that. And that's what we like to see right here. Now, this is a spread right here. Empty. And Dak Prescott, watch, 1, 2, 3, go through the progression. Immediately fire that ball out to the edge there. And that's Tavon Austin. What the spread does, and a lot of times they do this a lot in Cowboys land, right? The spread offense, when you spread everything out, it opens up everything for the offense, because now you can see with your eyes and say, okay, if this man-to-man coverage or if this is a zone coverage. And all I'm doing, if I'm the quarterback, if no blitz protection, if no blitz is coming at me, I'm looking for my one-on-ones. I'm looking for my slot guys again. Watching. All right, thank you all for watching. Just a little snafu here. Appreciate you guys. All right, so as we look back at this play again, just a little snafu. All right, so thank those who are in there. All right, Dak Prescott drops back, find the small spot in the zone there, and the underneath guy, and that's the one-on-one. You want that underneath guy. Yes, I'm back up. Let me pause this right quick, and let me reboot this deal right here. Back. Really appreciate you all. Meticulous Cowboy, thank you for being part of this thing. Kerry Teagle, good morning. Good morning to those who are here early in the morning. Guys know how this thing go. This film study never sleeps, right? It never goes away. It's always something that we have to go. Player evaluation is 365. And let me know if you guys are back up. Yes, Hector, he says Dak is underrated. Joseph, Dak's strong suit is avoiding the interceptions and getting the open guy. I agree. So let's see if we're back. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Let me know. And we continue to go. Yes, indeed. All right. Appreciate it, Joseph. Thank you. All right. So a little snafu with my my OBS. All right. So appreciate you. All right. 3-step drop. Fire that ball out to the tight end. Why was this open? Okay, let's look at the defense. Look at the defense again. Boy, that boy can get some short area quickness, right? All right, so this pretty much here, you look at this defense, they're playing off as the defensive backs. So they're trying to cloud, and then when you're talking about cloud, these guys are going to drop into a zone, or what we call a loose man zone, whereas they got man-to-man, but they're going to drop, and they still have zone responsibilities. But on top of that, you have some guys that's going to blitz inside, or look deep down inside, looking for the running back to scoot out. But this is the thing, when you have an inline route runner, tight end, when we talk inline, we're talking about the tight end having the ability to line up on the LOS to seem like he's going to block, but in return, he's just going to run a slight vertical route, what we call hitting the seams, and he's going to be open right here. And it's all about matches at this point. Can Dak Prescott find the open guy? Is he able to see the height advantages or the height disadvantages of the opposition? So this is a nice pass. This is what we've been all wanting Dak Prescott to do, especially when these two guys drop into the zone and not blitz, meaning that they're right there in their space, and bam. Jarwin had a one hell of a game, and this is all through film study right here, right? Line up on line on the LOS, explode, get off, the two linebackers drop back into the zone. And it was over with from there. Even if they were to trail on the play man, I think that pass would have been still there. And I like that skill set, and I like that ability. All right, so this is another shotgun. Watch the 3-step drop. Dak Prescott was able to get the ball out quickly, and that's what we want. After his 3 steps, the ball exploded. There should be somebody open. That should be a quick read and going through your progressions and finding the open guy. 1, 2, 3 step, fire. I love this version of Dak Prescott. It looks like he was comfortable this whole entire game, and he played this team earlier. So it seems that like he got some great recall to his gameplay, especially playing the team twice within 1 year. In the second year, you'll see that, okay, I can make this throw, I can make this throw, I can make this pass, etc. And that's Cole Beasley, able to get the guy short and make the guy miss, going through his progression. That's the proper read. That's the proper throw. 1, 2, 3, watch, fire. That's what we wanted all year with Dak Prescott, to get the ball out quick and to find his opens. And then he did that off of this play. And let me show you why this play was open. And I think that the wide receiver core that we got now, they'll be able to get those type of routes too, because look at Randall Cobb, All right, so this is the off-man coverage. Watch, he's going to hit play, and 1, 2, 3, step his foot, sink right into this zone right here. He have no chance of having hip flex to shoot this area right here. He's not fast enough to get inside, and just first down all day, guys. I know some people in the chat box will be able to run that route, right? Yes, indeed. Watch this. Watch the step. 1, 2, 3. That's how you want to run. That's how you want to pass that ball. That's how you want to run the route, and that's how you want to pass that ball right there. Yes, indeed, Cowboy Nation. Hector says, I appreciate all the hard work. Appreciate you, Hector. Thank you for tuning in to the nation. Shotgun formation. Look at the 3-step drop. Open. my guys versus your guys. Mismatch heaven, right? And I think that, I really think that number 89, I think that he can win his battles against the safeties and the linebackers on those short intermediate throws. I really do. I like his skill set as well. All right. Look at that. Watch that seam route. Find it. That's difference of what Dak Prescott can do when he's comfortable. Gets the ball in his hand and 1, 2, 3 and explode. Getting the ball out. It just seems like, man, this guy was on a whole nother playing field, right? Watch this. 1, 2, 3, explode, get out. Why would that throw there? Let's look at the defense. Let's look at the defense, and we'll see from here what exactly happened. So, as we look at this defense here, we know that they're dropping back into a zone. Now, zones, there's pockets in the space. Now, a lot of times, receivers at the top of their route, they have options, whether or not they run a left or a right, depending on how the actual DB sets his hips and point. Now, watch. On this route, it was already an inside post, and watch. Yeah. He dived too back deep on this particular play, and he saw the flashes right here, and he was able to 1, 2, 3 step drop. Once this guy turned inside, it was over with. He had his hip flips to the inside, and he was trying to protect anything that's along this ray right here. But if you look at this whole entire picture, you will see that once he got what I said the other day, when you even, he's leaving, right? So once he was even with him, this guy knows exactly, not Schultz, but 89 knew exactly where he was going to go with that route. And he didn't know. He can't see behind him because he know he had a guy over the top, what we call a trail. But at the same time, once he flashed and flipped his hips, it was over with, guys. Touchdown. He can't see. He don't have eyes behind him, and the safety that's behind him is supposed to be able to climb a little bit closer to that point. And it was just crazy at this point. I love the fact when Dak Prescott went through his progressions and already knew that this is the guy that I'm going to target, just based upon the defense that's provided. Yes, indeed. David B, he said, y'all forgot we picked up Devin Smith from Ohio State. Yeah, I forgot all about him. I did. I forgot all about him. Yes, indeed. All right, so shout out to Jay Reese. Thank you for tuning in. He says, are we looking at highlights of every throw? Well, in this particular game, I'm looking at progressions. I'm looking at, can the quarterback get the ball out quick? Do the quarterback know how to make his reads on a consistent level? And we were seeing in this game, he did it. He was able to do it. Now, to me personally, I think that the number 20 kid, he's not a horrible cornerback. So he was able to make throws on him. And to me personally, if you could win against that, then you can play in the National Football League. And can you get the ball out quick? Watch, 1, 2, 3 step drop, and was able to get that ball out quick as well. So what I'm seeing here is going into 2019, will Dak Prescott be able to continue these type of throws opposed to what he did on the first part of the season? And I would say I really do, because the Seattle Seahawks game he played well in. I know there was the one pass that was bounced off the hands of number 85 or passed right below him, behind him. But I think that he moved the ball correctly a little bit on that game when it was needed. And then on top of that, the LA Rams game, we saw a flow of Dak Prescott getting the ball out quick. Look at the 3-step drop, getting the ball out quick, exploding. And that's what we want to see. Now, the year 4, Dak Prescott, the field should seem a little slower for him. And that's what we're looking for. The total command and the total charge of this particular offense, number 4 needs to have that. Now, is he the best at doing this? I would say no. But I would say this too. Repetition and being out here, being the leader of this particular offense and moving the ball down the field without Ezekiel Elliott showed a lot of promising. Look, escape, explode, and then find the tight end down the field. Remember, the tight end is always your best friend, especially when you're talking about a quarterback. And Brandon Williams said yes because John Kitna will help him on even more. I agree. I agree. Escape the pressure. Yes, indeed, Cowboy Nation. I really think that this Dak Prescott will develop into a fantastic or even more passer of the ball, and we will see that accuracy improve. And as much as we kind of dog the accuracy, hey, there's less fortunate quarterbacks out there that's trying to throw the ball in the National Football League. You give me this, you give me a guy that can win with his legs and also start developing and winning with his arm, man, guys, it's going to be crazy down the line. All right, so let me read some of you guys' comment. Who is our backup quarterback, Law? I think Mike White is going to be the backup quarterback. Cooper Rush, I think his time is leaving him. I don't think that Cooper Rush will be the guy that's going to push Mike White. And I think that's just the way it looks like from right now. I don't think the Cowboys are going to draft another quarterback. They will bring some quarterbacks in and some undrafted free agency. They've been doing that all. I'm talking about all the years ever since they I would say ever since they drafted Tony Romo, they at least brought in one or two guys, and we need that camp body too. So look at Dak Prescott footwork, and look how he's able to fade, roll out, and still find his target down. Now this Allen Hurns, he is a nice route runner. Watch how he win. Watch how he win his individual battle. Hey, just making plays for your quarterback. He faked like he was going this way, turned his hips, moved up, and the guy trying to grab cloth. Man, if Allen Hurns was a little bit faster. Shout out to Allen Hurns. There'll be another guy that the Cowboys have the ability. I think if they cut him, they'd save $5 million. But they like the chemistry that Dak Prescott and Allen Hurns developed down the line. Allen Hurns was so underrated against the block. He was so underrated as the short area quickness guy. And, of course, he's 6'2", so it's a taller target. And I think that down the line he became one of Dak Prescott's go-to guys. This was another quick play to Cooper, and there was the fumble. You guys remember that. He got that fumbled. I think he dropped the pass earlier, so it was like a bad game for Cooper. But Dak Prescott was still able to go through his progressions and still go through his read like it was nothing happening, you know. Look at this seam route. That's what we want right there. When I say tight ends, quarterback best friend, let's rewind. And vertical route. He's open now. This guy trying to get to his point. Hey, this guy's not Deion Sanders. He ain't gonna be able to get that either. Think about this, 6'5", those tall targets down the field. Man, it's nasty. Jarwin showed out this game. Jarwin made a lot of people believe that, hey, we don't need a tight end in the draft. And a lot of people forgot about Jason Witten too, you know. So that's what Jarwin was able to do. Look at the quick reads and the quick throws. You can't develop your backups if you're spending the entire practice developing your starter. This is from Jay Reese. He said you can't develop your backup if you're spending the entire practice developing your starters. I semi-agree. Those snaps, those reps are so valuable. There have been times, and I hate to just bring up this team all the time, but you know I got to bring them up. the Patriots, right? There's been times where Tom Brady, he never left the field, even during preseason. It's like, why is this guy playing the fourth preseason game? Because he wants to be able to learn something new each and every time of what I'm trying to take away, or what the offense is trying to do, and what the defense is trying to take away, etc. So it's all, if this was the play heard around the world right here. Cole Beasley was able to catch that ball. Now, there was another receiver that was open, and this is Dak Prescott being, I'm going for the juggler, Dak, Watch the running back. Right here, the running back gets open, but Dak Prescott has got his eyes on the prize down the field. The running back gets open, and all they needed was a first down to continue this drive. But no, he went for the juggler, right? And that shows that he got some type of killer mentality. He got some of that in him. You'll see number 45. He's going to break free. Dak Prescott, the pressure is going to come to his right side. Let me see who. And let's see who messed up. Oh, no. Pressure came to his left. Rolled out. Old Tony Romo-esque. And oh, buddy. That's a dog good play, Cowboy Nation. We're going to look at this play one more time. Who's that? Number 75. Fleming, right? We'll see on another play. 75. Fleming. That boy got that bend, whoever that was. Get out of there. Get that ball down the field. So, yeah, he can throw the ball over 15 yards. Yes. Touchdown. Game winner, right? Cole thought he was out of bounds. 75. Boy, they had a makeshift offensive lineman on this, right? The only starter was who? 71? Lyle Collins? Who was 61? Is that Redmond? I think 76 got injured this game, right? You got Looney and you got Connor. Yeah, Connor played pretty good against at right guard, right? Connor. Man. Not bad at all, Cowboy Nation. Not bad at all. So that was pretty much all of the clips of Dak Prescott throwing the ball. And we will, during the season, we will have all of the incomplete passes and also the completed passes all mixed into one. I just want to be able to put this film out to show you all that Dak Prescott, he can't go through his progression. He can make those throws when needed, those quick steps and those quick drops, those passes. That's what we want. I remember hearing a lot of people saying, you got to get the ball out quicker. I think he can do that. So while I open up the floor for Q&A and more, really appreciate each and every last one of you all. I think with the second round, I'm still leaning more towards defense. I really think that far as what the Cowboys were able to do during the free agency, picking up a Randall Cobb, re-signing a Tavon Austin, and they already got the offensive line secured a little bit by Travis Frederick supposedly coming back from injury. Connor Williams should be a little heavier than he was last year. I think the offensive line, Cam Fleming, they had reps last year. And those offensive line, Joe Looney, they have depth there. So I think that they want to look at it from this aspect and say, okay, let's better our best. Let's see how we can be the dominant defense that we are. And let's make the teams know that before they come to Big D, that defense is going to be there. And I look at what travels, right? Defense travel. And I think that they may just shore up their defense in the draft and try to just be that dog nasty defense. As far as signing D-Law for a long-term contract, I really think that what they might do is that they probably trade bait him. Deadline makes deals. Teams thinking that they're a defensive edge rusher away, they might dangle that carrot in front of them and say, okay, we'll give you D-Law for a first and a third or a first and a fourth. I really think so. That would be the angle. I just don't see the Cowboys sinking 141 million to D-Law, 90 million guaranteed. I could be 1,000,000% wrong, but I just don't see it. I just looking at their recent patterns of what they were doing as far as free agency and paying those guys outside of offensive line. I just don't really see them sinking that much money into D-Law, and I want D-Law to get that bag, believe it or not. 20 million a year, maybe 21, because he don't want 20, because he want at least 21. Because that'll be like if it's 20, that'll be like 3 million shy of what Khalil gets. I think Khalil gets like 22.5 a year or what have you. So what I'm thinking that he probably wants is 21 million. But a decent contract would be 21 million, 67 guaranteed or 70 guaranteed. But he want that 90 guaranteed, and that's just the issue there. And you got to get that shoulder done, and it takes 3 to 4 months for that shoulder to rehab. So I mean, it's a conundrum. You know, the guy earned his money, yes, but we don't know what he's going to look like after the shoulder surgery is done too. So I mean, would you guarantee $67 to $90 million to a guy that you just don't know how that shoulder's going to act once the surgery is done? So that's a hard spot to be in. I'm not lying. It's a hard spot. All right, so Ty, he says, is D-Law tradable with the shoulder issues? You lose a little value when you have a known surgery that needs to be done. That's the bottom line. Is how life works. If you wreck your car, it's a Maserati. You say, but hey, it's a Maserati. But the Carfax shows that it's been in 3 car wrecks. You can't get the true market value for that until you get that repaired all the way. And I would say, well, hey, let me take it to my mechanic. Let me take it to my doctors. And I'm gonna tell my doctors, hey, this car been in several wrecks. What is your honest opinion? Can this car still run the way it can? And they're gonna say, yes, it can, but it's been in those wrecks. So that area is gonna be weaker than the other. So those are things that you got to look at, guys. That's the reality. I wish I could make it go away, but I can't. All right, so. Who else we have? Cook, man, what's up, man? Appreciate you. I will look into Ingram from the Giants since they are revamping their offense. I think Ingram is going to be a crucial part for the Giants. I really do. I really do. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. We're going to be right back. I'm just going to end this stream, and then I'm going to jump right back into this thing. Really appreciate each and every last one of you all for tuning in to the nation. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share this content. Let a friend, neighbor, foe know where to go, where they want to watch Cowboys content. And we'll be back right at it. Appreciate you guys. Thank you all for tuning in to the nation. I'll be right back on in a few. Let's go, Cowboy Nation.